What's going on, y'all? Probably about for the last hour. Me and Boston, and we had a guest on, hop on today, but unfortunately, they always having technical difficulties. So I decided to hop on right quick, man. It's been a minute since y'all heard from us. Just a lot of moving pieces. But like I said, we promise, man, do a lot of a better job being more consistent. Probably gonna try to do it. Schedule guests or do it ourselves like every 2 weeks. I know it's late, especially like you guys on the East Coast, because it's 7:30 here. I'm in Seattle, and so I mean it's probably like what 11? No, about 10:30. No, about 10:30, 11. So I guess about 10:30. I guess y'all 3 hours ahead. Um, but I ain't gonna take too much of your time tonight, especially if nobody else able to log on for a while now, man. Like this has been on my mind. Just wanted to, man, tell you guys that stop waiting on those that you think are supposed to be your biggest fans, your biggest supporters to support you. As you can see, that's not always the case, man. I talk to probably about roughly 50 people a week, sometimes more than that, sometimes less than that. And not everybody understand like where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do. And so I get it. You would think or hope those that are close to you will be supporting you, but sometimes they just understand what you got going on, understand your vision, and put it in the perspective of like from my hometown of Walterboro, saying South Carolina. Like Carolina Panthers is the closest NFL team. But you got like Dallas Cowboy fans. Um, I know his in-law. He's a real big Steelers fan. I got family members that are my sister's a Cowboy fan, so is my cousin, and um, my other first cousin, he's a Minnesota Vikings fan, and my little brother Marcus, he's a Philadelphia fan. So you would think, what I'm saying, because it's closest to us, and we can get all the information we want to for the Carolina Panthers, that we will be a Carolina Panther um fans, but it's not the case, even though they're the closest. We can get all the details we want from Carolina, like everything right there from Carolina, but at the same time, like we support and follow, other NFL teams. And um, so when you got a vision goal, everybody's close to you, not gonna support you. And sometimes it's gonna be those from far away, man, that's gonna really be pushing you. We want you to thrive for better, what I'm saying, and really gonna encourage you. Um, for your goals you got, man. I know sometimes it's not easy. What I'm saying? Those that when you pick up the phone, calling loved ones or your friends you have for years, tell them what you got going on, and immediately they shoot your, shoot your goals down. Or not immediately, but over time, they stop being supportive. Or you got a pop-up shop and you want them to come through and show support, just show up to your table. Or if you're a vendor somewhere, or you're on social media, they're not liking your post, they're not sharing your post. And then you go on their social media page, like when they go to like these actors and these singers and rappers, people they never heard of, or not saying not heard of, people they never seen, people they don't even know if they ever gonna meet, they liking and sharing everything they post. But when you post like your ideas, your goals, things a brand you have, or things you have to sell, or whatever you're doing in business, like they ain't liking and sharing it. And sometimes, like I said, that can be frustrating because you will want that person or those people to like your stuff, to share your stuff, to just be in your corner. And sometimes that's not the case. But don't give up. So please, whatever you do, don't give up. Like if I tell you all the time and hit me up, what I'm saying, Facebook Messenger, whatever you need to reach me, man, because I want to see you win. So that's the whole purpose of that's a big part of this podcast. That's why we do, and that's why I mean my man Boston. That's why we agreed to doing it more often. We look like man, people need a word of encouragement. Like we do it, and so when we don't do it, like people be calling us, texting us, like man, where y'all been? What's going on with you guys? And so you start thinking like I ain't know y'all people were watching. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how life goes. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up, man. Don't stop. Like I said, man, just reach out to us. How we can be supportive to you, we will. Because this what at the end of the day, we want to see you win. But like for a while now, y'all know I've been carpet cleaning now like 6 years, and so I had to shift some things personally, even for our business, and even in that shift, some people didn't understand what I was doing. Why would I want to do that? Like because that's my goal, that's on my heart, it's my desire, so I'm gonna do it. And so I'm saying here today, just last month, July, I turned my business to a corporation, like a LLC, like a legit LLC corporation. So with that come changes, and yeah, it can be kind of scary. The what ifs. Like I got my stuff, myself, and my stuff in a position to where I can start franchising out carpet cleaning business, like legit. And then like when I told one of my partners what I'm doing, he like, yo, I need information. I want to see what you're doing, so I can be a part of it. Like just like that. And like I said, me and him were chopping up. We knew each other growing up. You know what I'm saying? Life happens, and I was always a big fan of his, and so I sent him information. He didn't blink twice. You know what I'm saying? I sent it, I did whatever I had to do. And look at us now, probably them, within next year, and they'll probably even sooner than that, but I'm gonna say next year, I have like two vans running, one where I live at and one where my partner lives. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he'll come on and we'll talk about that together on the podcast. I don't want to count the eggs for a hatch. I'm just being optimistic and positive, you know what I'm saying, about the whole situation. So he don't even live here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's back home. Like he's not even my hometown. He's someplace else in South Carolina. So when you doing something, man, like continue to thrive, continue doing what you're doing. Don't give up because you don't know who's watching you. That's one thing I had to understand. Like people are really out here watching me doing what I'm doing. It's looking like, and I had no idea at one point in time, but now because I know people are watching. First of all, because I'm a father, I try to watch the words I say, try to watch my temperament, try to watch my actions, because even though my sons are young, it still have a great impact on them. Like decisions I make today can affect their tomorrow. So that's one reason why, I say I talk, act, do what I do because I want them to like see a positive role model in their life. And for two, there's people out here that are watching that I didn't know was watching. You know what I'm saying? I know some people are, oh, they're watching to see you fail. I don't know what their purpose of watching, but they are watching, and I want to make sure if somebody was to say how Jordan doing, they, saying they got something positive to say. Hold on a second. I gotta send this link out. Multitasking. That's not really my strong suit. Okay. Yeah, I am. But thank you. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, man, just don't give up. That's the end of the day. I think that's one of the biggest things. It's like people are quitting. Now I ain't say because times get hard. Because for two, I say for one, times will get hard. I get it. So people quit because of that. A lot of people don't even. A lot of people quit because they don't have the support that they think they need to have. Right? It don't matter. Out of all those people I talk to, like on a constant basis, my right hand man who about to log on with me is like one of the people like I talk to about everything, and it's a good that I got him because he's like that. He's like when I got an idea, if it's stupid, he'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? And if it's stupid, I know he's telling me because you know what I'm saying because you know what I'm saying like it's a dumb idea. I know it's not coming from a place of hate. It may legitimately be a stupid idea, and I'm telling you, I have a lot of those. And then there's some that make sense that he'll kind of co-sign on, and we can kind of get the ball rolling. So, man, like, don't let these things, these setbacks, or these people, man, not following you or not supporting you, man, bother you because, like I say, because it can. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just because you're on social media and you have these friends and you don't, what are these followers that we got? All of them not gonna like what you're doing, and that's fine. Like they may be watching you, but continue putting your grind out. Continue doing what you're doing, man. Because I'm sorry, because you could be influencing so many people to do things and not even know it. Like for example, I went home back in July, and I was talking to my close friends about the things I'm working on. And one my boy Q put me aside. He's like, man, listen, we all entrepreneurs because of you. I'm looking like, what you mean? You're like, out of everybody out here, bro, you've been doing it longer than all of us. We figured if you can do it, we can do it. Now that could be an insult, you know what I'm saying? Looking like, dang. But I knew he was coming from. I knew it was a place of love, so I didn't take it as an insult. That let me know he was watching. They've been watching what I've been doing, and so they feel confident stepping out on faith. You know what I'm saying, and doing that also. So, like I said, there's things, man, that me and Boston working on now that we know our purpose and our vision is bigger than us. Like there's things that are coming down the pipeline that we so you know what I'm saying, excited, you know what I'm saying, to be doing. And
Yeah.
like you looking like these dudes did these events and these things, bro. We only live in the same city, but our passion and our purpose, you know what I'm saying, is like is what's driving us to do these things, man. So yeah, like just because you see us laughing and we can talk about 50 million things, like there are moments like we actually get serious. Like you know what I'm saying, there's time like I say he had to jack me up sometimes. Like yo, like this matter of fact, for this,
Yeah.
there's no lie. This is he's on here, so he can vouch for me. He gave me an assignment. Like I said, when he gave me an assignment, he literally gave me something to do. And like it wasn't like he couldn't do it. It was just like, yo, he gave me an assignment, like, yo, I need to do X, Y, and Z. So that lets me know he respect me enough to give me the assignment. And obviously he saw something in me that let him know I can do the assignment. Now, I procrastinated. I was doing research, but I wasn't putting it on paper like I was supposed to. So I told this man, I said, yo, I'm about to finish up the paperwork or the assignment you told me to do. This man said, what assignment? I like, brother, when you been told me, he's like, oh, the one you've been supposed to get done? It's a sarcastic answer. But he right though. Like he gave me a deadline and then I did it like 2 or 3 days after deadline. You know what I'm saying? Like it should have been done already. Like there's no excuse. I don't know what I'm saying. So like just that relationship, like I wasn't mad when he said what he said, looking like you're right. You know, there's no I can't fault nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm learning now as a man. Take the L. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody else has a part to play, you just accept your responsibility. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if you got a goal and you're working on something and you got a business partner and that's kind of failing doing their part, talk to them. And if their vision has changed, their passion has changed, that's fine. But that don't shouldn't stop you from doing what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe things are shifting in their life, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the time or the resources like you do, but that don't mean they can't come back along in the process because that's one thing me like I said, me and Boston have learned. There's people that we talk to like constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. There's people like Boston has been inviting to do stuff constantly. And like I'm looking like, bro, and like and role was the verse because he's normally he has more patience in this situation. Normally I do. I'm looking like bump him. He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna give him another chance. But now we see looking like as we progress and doing things, it's just me and him. They come along later on, they come along. Ain't gonna be no hard feelings. It's just you won't be able to share a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Ain't no love lost. It's just know like what we got going on. You just may not be a part of it, and that's cool. Nobody's mad, nobody's upset, nobody's angry. It's just there are things that we have going on that you just don't see the vision. You don't have the time for it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time for it, you choose not to. Like the saying says, people make time for whatever they want to make time for.
That's right.
You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like yeah, like for example, I'm out in Seattle right now. My man said he's getting married probably over a year ago. He sent me information like, yo, I'm getting married. I made time and I prepared myself to be at his wedding. You know what I'm saying? For one, I do like weddings, go figure. But at the same time, looking like I want to be here for this man. So I made time for something I wanted, which was to be at his wedding. So I'm here. Seattle. I never been out here. It's been a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, it is what it is. It's like so. Then tomorrow morning, I drive down to Portland, where the wedding actually is, and I drive back to Seattle. Like I said, oh, I could use the excuse for plane tickets was a little high, or the car rental was high. Like, but I planned so far in advance. I was able to prepare myself for this particular situation, so no excuses could be made. You know what I'm saying? The man asked me to come to the wedding. He asked me like 2 or 3 times. I was like, all right, let me see what I can do. We made preparations. Now I'm able to be here. So that's the same thing, man. Like, just cause I'm telling you, man, just cause you are doing something or you want to be doing something, bro. Everybody in your closest corner or people you deal with, I know I was gonna support you, and that's cool. It's okay. Like I said, maybe disappointing, but it is what it is. Like that
Uh,
don't mean your goals are not worthy because your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your best friends. Like I said, I got friends I've been rocking since what growing up. I met in college. They just
mhm.
not with me right now. I ain't mad at them. I ain't angry. But I know at the end of the day, I got my one partner, Boston. At the end of the day, for whatever reason, he's sticking with me. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm gonna ride him till the wheels fall off.
Cause
You
you
know
got
what I'm
something special to offer to the world.
saying? Yeah, that's what we do, man. Like our contrast of life is different. No, don't that's just because somebody's different than you don't mean anything. Like me and him, if you look at our lifestyles, man, if you look at even the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we do it, it's not the same.
It's
It's
not.
nowhere close.
It's not. It's hot and cold. It's hot
Yeah.
and cold. Like,
you
like
know,
some people. I ain't gonna cut you off. Like our relationship is so like opposite. It's like certain people we know won't deal with me. They'll
yeah,
go to Jordan first. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
yeah,
just like that. Like I want to touch on it. Like when I gave him the assignment and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that. If I give you something and we set a date, I expect it to be on it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like you said, it wasn't like no hostility and nothing. It's just all love. But yo, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta hold people to high standards, and you know what I'm saying? No, worship the ground this man walks on because he did everything coming from miles. He did a whole 360 over 15 years. I known this guy. You know what I'm saying? And he brought like the intelligence out of me and stuff because, you know, hanging around certain people, I had to dumb myself down, you know what I'm saying? But he brought it out of me, like you said. When we working on something we passionate about, we talk hours about it. And, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell me, yo, I don't like that idea, or, you know, maybe we can't do this, or let's add to this. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not going to get mad, you know what I'm saying? But let that be somebody else. Yeah, but yeah, don't start chasing dreams because people, you know, they doubt you or they all negative. Keep pursuing. You're gonna take your bumps and bruises along the way, but that's just part of life and part of success. I
yeah,
mean, everything's not going to just happen perfectly, but that's how we do things in life, man.
yeah, for sure, man. So it's amazing, man. Like I said, man, fact, man, like our goals and our dreams are so big, y'all. Like we literally be talking about what it's gonna be like being on like Good Morning America or get on these morning shows like the talk, the view. You know what I'm saying? Like the things we doing because you know, right? It don't make you know what I'm saying. Like that's how big and how drastic our goals are. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand our purpose is bigger than us. Yes, it would affect people. You know what I'm saying along the way, but it's at the end of the day, like we know what we got going on is like it's bigger than us. Like he said, like the process, it's like it's painful sometimes, but it's daily. You know what I'm saying? We trying to accomplish something day by day. You know what I'm saying? We working on something now that we know it's a year out. We within it already. You know what I'm saying? We contacted different people, different companies. You know what I'm saying to help along what we got going on. We know it's bigger than us, and so we're trying to take you know what I'm saying a grown man approach to it to where like all right, if something that we got going on is like a year away from now there's no reason why we can't start planning from now. And it's just me and him. I know they were like, oh, women more detail, and you know what I'm saying. People look at what you call them things, horoscope signs. I can't get along with this person. I can't get along. No, listen, I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying. We can come together and make a dream or a vision happen. I don't care when your birthday is. I don't care if you're born midnight, noon, whatever. Like we can't. We gotta stop coming up with excuses. Or sometimes we come up with excuses ourselves of why we can't do things and it's like it's hindering our process. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I talk to people on the phone through text messages, Facebook Messenger, I have them chatting to people, and I tell them what I got going on. Either they're gonna get quiet, or they're gonna like see what we're doing. Like me and him send out emails to people like all the time just to get it under like we send out emails, right? We probably send out I don't know how many emails to people, like people that we're working on a business plan or idea. We send it to different people because sometimes, like me and him, we type like we talk. So we understand that may not be the best approach. So we get it, you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, we send emails like to different people, and these people here like got bachelor's degrees, they got master's degrees, they are people that work in the education field, people work for public health, and it's like regular everyday people that we trust. I'm like, yo, I need you to look over this email when you get a minute. And when we get the email back, it sometimes look like the emails we sent, and sometimes it doesn't because you know what I'm saying they see what we're trying to say, and they're putting it in a on a platform to where you're looking like, know what? That makes sense. I see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no hard feelings. And so somebody call us and like, hey, I don't understand what you're doing. Well, then when we explain it to them verbally, they're like, well, that's not what's in the email. Like, well, that's what we're trying to say. So that's why we send it to you. And they're like, oh, we get it. You know what I'm saying? So like there's different people, man, you gotta rely on sometimes those that's closest to you. Either they will support you or you won't, but you don't stop because they do not. Like for example, just last week, like Boston had to make a few phone calls for us. And he reached out to a lady and she answered the phone call and she's like, oh, I'm gonna send you what we needed. She didn't. Now when me and Boston talked, yo, he was pissed, he was mad, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just kind of upset about the situation because he didn't do his part, but he took a day off. Matter of fact, maybe 2 days
2 days, bro.
to compose a nice text message. If he would have said what he thought it would say, we definitely never got information we needed. You know, but he put it, he addressed it in a way where it's professional and respectful. And then said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Here, what you need." You know, so he did a follow up. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look at it. Oh, she hating. She's trying to block us. Doing what we're doing. We're like, nah, we're gonna be persistent until we get what we need. Either we can go, either you can work with us, or you can work with us. That's the only two options you got.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's why a lot of things that get accomplished with us because we don't really have a plan B. Like everything with us, we put so much stock in plan A. And so we got if we got to revise plan A, we will, but we're not gonna stop plan A, put that down quick to go to plan B. That's not we gonna make plan A work. You know what I'm saying? We got whatever we gotta do. So we got like 15 different parts of plan A. We might gotta remove two, add three, but at the end of the day, like we know what we want to do. So a lot of things like this, I will tell you this: when you're working on something, give it a name. So whenever we doing different projects and things like that, like we know what we're talking about because it has a name. It's like when a baby in the womb, it has a name because you know what things you wanted to, saying to come forth with that baby. So for example, when you have babies in the womb, you pray over them, you read to them, play music, you interact with them, you tap them on the stomach, they hit you back. You are giving that gift in the womb what it needs to manifest when it come out. So whenever we work on something, bro, like everything we do got a name. Like literally. We got a notebook full of different things, but we understand there's two things
Yeah.
they gotta pop off for the rest of everything, but everything got a name. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So you got, you know what I'm saying? I tell anybody, get a notebook, get a pen. You can jot down notes in your phone. That ain't me. That ain't me. Like I got a new what's this? A new Samsung phone. Probably got about 6 apps. I don't care about all that stuff, but like that don't impress me. I still got notebooks. Like I'm not about to take it out the notebook and put it into, saying the phone for what? Like write it down, make it plain. As the Bible say, write it down, make it plain. Like write your goals down, write what you're doing. And so I just want to encourage you, man, again, like don't stop, man. Like there's people out here that we've contacted before, saying we're gonna bring on in the podcast eventually once everybody's schedule lines up. Just you can hear their story. Like you can hear me and Boston talk about it till we blue in the face. But I think at the same time we get more people on podcasts that you may not be able to relate to this all the time because we dudes and we got a different approach and I get it. But at the same time, like that's why we're trying to bring people on, so you can maybe relate to a little bit more, than what you got going on, man. But end of the day, don't stop, man. Like, yeah, I know my main thing, carpet cleaning, but we're doing other things out here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we just keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? And all these ideas of like simple phone calls, simple ideas like I'll be somewhere, idea pop in my head. I'll text Jordan, yo, what about this? I'll break it down to him how I think we should go about it. If he likes it, cool. If he doesn't, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Everything you think of is a potential idea for success. You know what I'm saying? Just because you might have seen something out there, you might do differently than the other person. Don't let nothing hold you back. And my biggest things, I know Jordan touched on it, is like I used to make excuses a lot. You know what I'm saying? I never held myself to the high regards like I should have. Like I said before, I was hanging around with people that are like, quote unquote, let's call it what it is, dream killers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't, you know what I'm saying, that happened before, it didn't work out, or, you know what I'm saying, nah, that's not really a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole idea in my head how it was going to go, but, you know, hanging around those people, it, and I just lost it. Like, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me just scrap that. But now it's like I'm real passionate about it, and I'm just going forward. Bump all those other people. You know what I'm saying? They brought me down, but now I'm just lifted back up. So yeah, like you said, just keep pushing for your dreams, man, and just I don't know, man. Don't let nobody bring you down. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, man. For sure, man. Like it's amazing, man. The people that one thing I do, and like I said, I understand it. We come up with these cliches and these things, these boxes and bubbles. That's how I look at it. We're so quick to put ourselves in a box and bubble that sometimes it can be a deterrent to what our goals, what we can do. Like for example, when people meet me, they're like one of the first things people say, "Oh, you're very optimistic, or you're a people person." In the back of my mind, see, to me, I don't understand how to not be a people person. So I understand like where does that come from? Like you had to meet your friend somewhere by talking to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you talk to everybody. I do. But at the end of the day, to be honest, when I'm meeting people and talking to people and I'm being like transparent, dude, I deal with butterflies, like the whole conversation. Like even though I'm able to get through the conversation, I can sit there and I can take selfies with people and they're like, how long y'all known them? Like 10 minutes. You know, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just and that's just the way conversation go. Like I have to fight through like my mouth getting dry or you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I draw a blank sometimes, but I'm able to you know say make it through the conversation. Like I understand people like they I get nervous. I get nervous too. So I couldn't tell because first of all, the one person I talk to the most is myself. I talk to myself in the mirror. I talk to myself when I'm carpet cleaning. I'm talking to myself like washing dishes. I'm talking all the time talking to myself. So and I ask myself questions that I feel that come up in conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I get prepared for an answer. You know, people say, "Oh, don't ask yourself questions." That's a lie. I ask myself questions all the time because when that question come up, I'm prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. Nah, you ain't getting that out of me. You gonna think I'm doing some research on this mug. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been talking to myself, man. So and it happened like no, it's okay to ask yourself questions. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there were times I asked myself, if I want somebody to start carpet cleaning, for example, I gotta use regular terms that people, you know what I'm saying, can understand what I'm saying. If I just use carpet cleaning terms, looking like I don't want to do it. And I'm looking like, oh, because I didn't say it on the way you understand. I was talking over you and not talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me start using different terminology what case to be. And it's like with anything, man, like I'm telling you, man, no matter what your goals and dreams are, bro, write them down. Like I said, if you got any ideas, any plans, like I said, we tell you all the time on this podcast, email us at the 210 block, yeah, yahoo.com. Like, bro, sit down, bro. Any goal you got, we want to see you win. Like, we don't want no kickback. We just want to be there to help you, bro, when you win. Like, we want to be your biggest fans, man. Like, cause I know a lot of people don't have that. That's why we did this podcast today. Normally, like I said, we have a guest on, or most time we cut a food. But tonight, we probably cut a food tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, we're looking like that's what I'm saying. There's so many people that we see on social media pages, and y'all don't say it directly. Y'all do those little, what you call them little thing, them little things be on Instagram was like a little, like it'd be like a saying. Like it's not saying I say it's like y'all
Oh,
like it, so y'all,
subliminal.
yeah, it's like a subliminal message. Well, y'all not saying it directly, but
Oh
y'all feel
yeah.
something about it. You know what I'm saying? Looking like, why don't you just say it? If that's how you feel. I guess that's why you saying it because they saying it in a way you couldn't. So like, well, since you saying it, I'm gonna say something to you. And like I said, we talked before. We say this all the time on the podcast, and it's happened so many times. by us being men. And a lot of time we see stuff on social media because the female said we got to go through this rabbit hole to show y'all it's not sex we want. You know what I'm saying? So like we say before, it's a one word answer, then it's 2 word answer, and then we get a paragraph, and then y'all go to 2 word. Right, the end game is not sex. It's again because we want to see you win. They say the same way. You know what I'm saying? Even with our male people that we hit up like, hey, I see your post, man, just checking on you, see how you doing. Some people not, what I'm saying, as forthcoming with information. I get it. You looking like, well, why you hit me up? I'm hitting you up because I seen your post. Some of you
Yeah.
depressed, you got anxiety, and we talked about that before. Hopefully, we get a guest on that can help us talk to us about depression and anxiety. That's something that we really don't understand. Like, you're not saying we ain't knocking you because you got it. We just want to further educate. We want to be we want to further our education and knowledge on these things. And so, hopefully, we'll get a guest on that will come talk to us about depression, anxiety, and like worry and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm looking like how many good things they ought to be happy about? You know what I'm saying? So I can't let one thing bring me down, but a lot of people don't feel that way. There's people that I know, bro, going to funk for 1 or 2 days, looking like, what's what's
Yeah.
what's that about? So I'm there to support you, but at the same time, you gotta let somebody in too to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, like Boston the same way, bro. We do not join pity parties.
Nah.
We don't. You know what I'm saying? If we do show up to a pity party, they're gonna be for a short time. We trying to change the atmosphere. If not, we going because it's looking like that situation so minute. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
blowing it up bigger than what it can be. Not saying everything every time, but most time when we get to digging through what people going through, it's like, really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling people at the end of the day, man, like, dog, you can do anything you set your mind to. You can, man. Like, there's nothing you can't do. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. Yes, it's gonna be roadblocks. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of no's before you get to that 1 minute yes. Yes, the door may be closed. But one thing I'll tell you about life, just because the door closed, because my grandfather, what I'm saying, living in Augusta, he's like a grandfather of mine. He used to say, every closed eye ain't sleep, and every door that's closed ain't locked.
That's
So I
true.
was like, you know what?
Yeah.
So and that door may be closed, but jiggle the handle. So maybe somebody who won it before you didn't realize it. They let it close behind them. You know what I'm saying? So now you mad and upset the door closed, but it's unlocked though. You ain't even try to let yourself in. Now you could be like MacGyver, you know what I'm saying? Pick your way inside that mud. If that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes just a quick jiggle of the handle get you in. And even if you don't feel like that's your lane, like, oh, the door should have been open X Y Z, it's okay to knock too. You just standing at the door because it's closed.
Yep.
Somebody on the other side is waiting on you to come in, looking like I don't think I needed somebody to knock. The next person that knock, I'm giving opportunity. But you mad because the door closed.
Yep.
Are you out here talking about because of COVID, you ain't gonna touch the door handle? Listen, I use hand sanitizer. I wash my hand later. I'm about to jiggle every door handle I come across. Man, bump COVID. You know what I'm saying? Put some gloves on.
I
Protect
know.
yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Stop coming up with excuses, man. Cause it's like there's so many things out here, bro. Like right now, my hotel, like I'm across the street from the airport, right? And it like literally, I'm like I can see a Delta building here, and I can see the Alaska Airlines there. One thing I've noticed since I was sitting here doing this podcast last 33 minutes, I've seen at least 6 different airlines fly out of this airport. Delta, I mean, Alaska Airlines didn't stop because Delta was first or American Airlines first. Who's that? Spirit pilot? Who's this? This yellow plane.
Yep. Spirit.
That Spirit flying out. Spirit didn't stop. Like, oh, Delta got it. American Airlines got it. Like they're like, you know what? You can fly planes. I can do. You got
Yep.
JetBlue. You got Frontier. You got the yellow plane. You got American Airlines. You got Delta, Alaska. Matter of fact, bro, there's so many different airlines out here. Like some of you ain't even heard of. You know
Oh
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
stop with the excuses. And even, oh, I'm so glad this came to my mind. Like, just because that are not all your goals gonna reach everybody either. And I say that because when I came to San Francisco back in May, right? I was looking up rental cars. I was like, man, who got good deals? Lo and behold, it's this place called Fox Rentals. Never even heard of Fox.
Yeah, me either.
Nothing. Never heard of Fox. Matter of fact, Fox is so unorthodox, and like I said, who I say unorthodox, but I guess they're so new to the block. When I was in San Francisco, bro, they're not even part of the airport. They're
Wow.
like literally like 10 minutes away from the airport. But you know what? They didn't let that stop them from being a car rental place.
Oh, no, to get
You know what I'm
out
saying?
and get it.
You know what I'm saying? You got your Hertz, you got your Enterprise, you got your Avis, you got your Budget, you got all these
Alamo.
different rental companies. You know what I'm saying? But whoever
Yeah.
Fox is, Fox like, no, I want a piece of the pie too. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like, oh, I'm gonna go do something else because there's so many rental companies. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna, see what they're doing. I'm gonna hop in the lane too. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. Like, just because I'm using this for example too. Just because your cousin them or your cousin or your friend, somebody you know, dipping strawberries in chocolate, you can dip them too. If
Mhm.
that's what you're passionate about, like you're gonna dip them strawberries. You know what I'm saying? Like just because somebody's doing something you're doing, don't mean like that's the stop you from doing what you're doing. Like there's so many different carpet cleaners. They ain't stop me from doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop carpet cleaning because Stanley and all these other companies, bruh, I'm carpet cleaning too. And just like I told you, bro, it's like, and I told you about the rental cars because Fox ain't everywhere. Boston live in a major city. He live in one of the biggest cities in the country. He don't know what Fox rental is. I live in right. Knows I live right here in Nashville. I live in Nashville. I've never heard of Fox rental, but
Yeah.
along the West Coast, California, I think they may be up here. I didn't check when I was at the airport. But you know what I'm saying? Like when they all in the West Coast, they know their region. They
Yeah.
may decide to, you know what I'm saying, span throughout the country. They may be like, you know what? I'm good right here in California, the West Coast. Because
Mhm.
just because, you know what I'm saying, everything is, every goal you have, it's not, it's going to be reach everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you do that you could be successful doing what you're doing right there where you at. Because, like, for example, carpet cleaning. Now, there's some hotels I've emailed that's in Atlanta, but if they say I can come clean, I will. But my market is Nashville, that whole metro area of Nashville. So I can't depend on the market in Atlanta to make me rich or make to make money because that's just too far.
Yeah.
So my market is in the Nashville region. So
Mhm.
that's my main focus is Nashville. Then if I can expand further, i.e. franchising, I will. But at the same time, like I know where my market is. And so it's okay to start small. It's okay. Because if you do a lot of this research and there's people that you following from social media, um, like a lot of them was, say if they artists, they were giving out CDs. You know what I'm saying? They were submitting their little music to the radio station. They were doing little things to put them in preparation to where they're at now. Like for example, what was that? Ludacris. He was a DJ at Atlanta radio station. I'm not mistaken. And he was just freestyling. Like he had freestyle before his shift come on. Like for his introduction, he was just freestyle. Somebody heard him. Somebody gave him a chance. Now we got Luda.
Yeah. Yeah. He went strong too.
Yeah. Like Buster, if I'm not mistaken, that's Buster Rhymes story. She's at a Christmas party. Somebody knew he can rap, and they were looking like, "Yo, come here for a second. I need you to bust a rhyme." That's where the name came from. It
Yeah.
was on the spot. Like he was like, somebody was sitting there asking him. They kept giving him different topics to just freestyle on. And that's where Buster Rhyme came from. It's even in his name. So yeah, like be prepared for when it's your time to do different things, man. Like we look at even Justin Bieber. He was singing. Somebody said something to Usher. Usher found him. Now we got Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? Like they small little, just people from a small little town, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think he was actually he was singing on YouTube.
Yeah, somebody said something to Usher.
Mhm.
Now we got Justin Bieber. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so yeah, man, like I gave y'all 40 minutes of reasons why you can't stop what you're doing, and then saying there's a reason behind it, man. Like it's just you can do it, man. I mean, there's nothing you can't do. Like if you need support, we're here. I mean, we'll ride with you, we'll support you, but you can't be afraid of constructive criticism. 'Cause I'm going to reiterate that there's different ideas I shot to this man, and he was looking like, "You want to what?" I'm like, "I want to do it." Looking like, "No,
Yeah.
no, no, no." Mm-mm. Or
Yeah.
he tells, or if I give him an idea, he goes through it so thoroughly. I'm like, "That's not even the idea I gave you." But you know what I'm saying? Like he made it. But when I got through, when he gave me what I gave him, he gave it back to me and he explained to it. All right, now I see why he did what he did to my paper. You know what I'm saying? Now I see why I didn't even I looked at first. Because at the end of the day, man, like
Yeah,
we definitely want to. You know, I do anything for that boy, man. He
yeah.
took matter of fact, Boston one day I can't remember. Like I called him, text him. Next day, call and text him. The third day, I said, well, I'm gonna have to go to Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told Davita that. Like, yo, I told Davita, I said, Davita, I might gotta go to Boston. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know because of his situation happened back in day Carter. I mean, he ain't feeling well. He ain't answering text message. Like, yo, I've been blowing his phone up. He like, yo, my bad. He had a migraine. That's something I never understood. So I ain't knocking him. And it's like, so I was like, all right, cool. I just need you to answer his phone. Like,
Yeah.
like I told him, like I don't know your address. Now I got his address now, but at that point I didn't have his address. I said, you send me a picture of a house with like every window got an air conditioner. So I'm gonna drive around your neighborhood until I find that house. Once I find a house, I know I'm in the right area. You know what I'm saying?
This is
And
not
you
on
know,
doors after
yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna yo, you know Anthony. You know Anthony. You know what I'm saying? He got a son named Twan. You know, I'm gonna find out something. And because, like I said, in the day, like I just ain't normal. I ain't hear from a man. Like, what's happening? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? When he told me, he like, yo, I got migraine. Like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? What the case and be. But yeah, at the same time, man, like, you gotta have people like that, man. Like you said, I'm in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Like he already know though, like the same thing, he'll
yeah.
answer that phone. You're like, yo, like, let me go about 2 days to answer that phone. Like I'm gonna answer. That greeting ain't gonna be so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he like
he
he
got some
gonna,
colorful words.
yeah, he gonna get a strong text message. You better answer this effing phone right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he like, all right, what's going on? Talk to me. What's happening? You know? Yeah, man. And it's like that, man. Like even like so we got that relationship, but even when things get hard for one of us, we
Mhm.
talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We be transparent. Like, yo, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And you know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
We're grown men, you know what I'm saying? We talk about everything.
yeah,
We talk about everything. And it's yeah, like sometimes I'm like, God dang, I can't believe I just told that man that. But in the day though, like I know when he tell me something, you know what I'm saying, he got my back. And I'm telling you, like there's certain times like it's okay to be transparent, people. You ain't always gotta walk around like I'm the bad guy, you know. I'm tough, I'm strong all the time. I'm the bad B, and I got all my whatever case and be. But it's okay because everybody hurt at some point.
yeah. Everybody do. You know, like you said, like touch on a relationship. Like our relationship's so deep. Like there was a situation. I mean, like I think a month ago, where somebody was feeling like depressed or whatever, and he knows me. I'm not the best with feelings, so people think I'm an ass, but it's just I don't understand it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So I called Jordan. I was like, let me call my conscience. So I called Jordan, explained to him the situation, and he's telling me, nah, I understand where you're coming from. So I was like, okay, it's not just me. But it's like, you got to have that backing system. Like, I've known people for sandboxes who I'm not even chilling with. But it, like you said, I went a couple days, yeah, I wasn't feeling well, the migraines, but it's rare I don't go a day without talking to the Jordan.
yeah,
So yeah. So like you said, if he goes 2 days without talking to me, okay, he's playing now. All right. Okay, I'm gonna call this dude. All right.
yeah,
He gonna
yeah,
pick up? Okay, now I have to come to Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? When I
yeah,
get focused on something, it's a problem. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Something happened to my man, I'll turn fucking Tennessee into a war zone. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that backing, you know what I'm saying? That strong backing. You know, you gotta have people surround yourself. Like I've read articles, surround yourself with positive people. That negativity, you gotta throw that out the window, man. Running the streets, I've did it. Jordan did a little bit of it, but that was all fun when it was kids, man. Now it's time to like focus on your goals and stuff. Like there's so many talented people. I want to be racist, stereotypical, but there's so many black people that's talented that just get held back by what's in the streets, what's in social media. Social media is a big thing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's a big thing. What and they just look at other people and just get like, oh man, I'll never have that, or I want that, but they go about it the wrong way. But nothing's going to get handed to you. You got to work. That's what some people just don't understand. They don't put that leg work in. Expect to just fall in their lap. It's not going to happen like that.
Yeah.
So, just you got to put your best foot forward and just go about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, we got big plans and stuff. We got million ideas. Like I said before, like I'll call Jordan in the middle of the day or middle of the night, but like, yo, what you think of this idea? We'll talk about it for hours, that one idea.
Yeah.
Adding to it, taking away from it, critiquing it. How can we go about it? Like, you just gotta do stuff like that. It's fun. I'm telling you, get somebody like that, it's fun. We have fun with it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We have fun with it.
Yeah. Got a fool.
Yeah, man.
It does.
One
Yeah.
idea turned into like a 3-4 hour conversation. Randomly, I'll be in the store thinking about an idea. Like, let me text this dude, see what he thinks about that.
Yeah. 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 That happens, man. And like what you said, even though we got that relationship, like there's so many. I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. There's two things that I don't really understand, and so I don't try to understand,
Mhm.
and so I don't because well, you know, what I'm saying I just don't apply that to my life. The whole I'm moving silence or
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I've never understood that. Like, how would Boston know what I'm working on if I never tell him? How you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I go
Yeah.
about doing things? A lot of things you're gonna need help with. So how do I go about doing things if I don't tell nobody what I'm doing? Like, what is that about? Like, I move in silence. Like, who helping you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
and I
you're
tell people,
right.
yeah, and I tell people all the time, bro. Like, no matter if how far you want to go back in human history, we did things like with somebody else. It wasn't just always ourselves that done things. Like, it's
Mhm.
okay to tell somebody what you're working on. Like, and I tell people like I'm working on X, Y, and Z. Either they're gonna be like, cool, let me help them. I'm like, oh, okay, like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they go on by their business. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't shy away from things I'm doing. Like, I don't understand. Like, what you moving in silence for? Like, people gonna hate on your drink. They know what I'm saying? Let them hate. But I'm telling you, more people that you can tell about your, dreams and goals, the more people you be willing to see that that's helping you. Like, matter of fact, a closed mouth don't get fed. I love that philosophy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't tell me you're hungry, how am I know you're hungry?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I'm not trying to be like rude or what I'm saying, people hate on my dreams or they may be, but I don't mean everybody is. And like I said, even with the whole, this another thing that I don't understand. And it just, when I say this is what me and Boston get down, and I can speak for both of us when I say this. Like we don't understand our whole vibe energy mindset now people have. Like, I don't know what you be on. If I run into you, I'm gonna talk to you like I do everybody else. Like his energy was off. I don't know what that means. Like, what do you mean his energy off? Like, I ain't pay that much attention. Like, I dap my man up. We talk, we laugh, we joke, whatever. While we talk about business, and we moved on. Like, I don't know what you mean. If it's not, if I'm talking to this dude about something and it don't work out, it's cool. They're like, I'm talking to everybody about everything. You know what I'm saying? If somebody willing to talk to me, I'm talking to them like, oh, as he gave off a bad vibe. What does that even mean? Like,
Yeah.
what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I talk to somebody and they kind of standoffish, they kind of quiet, I get it. I understand. Listen, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 320. I'm a big human. So a lot of times that kind of intimidate people. So, no, so you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I meet people that could have been smoking a little bit. They could have did some other little activities, kind of zombie themselves out. They could have popped a pill. So I'm just talking to them. You willing to have a conversation? Like, I'm still gonna talk to you. If not, I'm still gonna respect you and move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just circle back around to that person, but to not talk to that person like a vibe energy or a moving in silence, like, no, I will not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if I do talk to what I got going on, it may be very maybe scratch the surface. I
Yeah.
may not go in deep detail, but you can't say Jordan didn't tell me because I
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, like, if you ask me a question, I got an answer. Like, say, if you got a question, I'm gonna give you an answer. Like, at the end of the day, I want to see you win. Like, I'm going to encourage you. I'm gonna be like, did you think about it like this, or what you got going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I want to see you win. So that way, you get rid of that excuse. Oh, nobody was there for me. Oh, and, you know, I got friends like that on social media. I hit them up. Hey, what's going on with you? Checking on you. I'm good. Everything all right. 10 minutes later, people don't believe depression real. I'm going. I just talk.
Yeah.
If you going through, I just, you know what I'm saying? I just talked to you.
Yeah.
Where did depression come from? It came in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we just hung up. Now you posting social. Like, bro, so how can you say me and you? You know, it's not you, but let's say for example, somebody can say we close friends, like we like brothers, and I'm calling you, but yet you won't talk to me. You won't be transparent, but you be transparent online.
That's
Like,
so,
explain that to me.
that's social
Like,
media validation.
yeah, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I got I give her a shout out. My girl Angela, we call her Coco from back home. I mean, man, me and her been talking. Like I said, we went to school together. But I think last couple of years now. We just been, you know what I'm saying, communicate more, just checking on one another about life. And, you know, I text her, hey, how you doing emotionally and mentally? You know, whatever state she in, she'll tell me, hey, today I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. And like there's other friends, even, you know what I'm saying, my boy Herman, I hit him up, like, what's going on, like emotionally, talk to me, what's happening. Because at the end of the day, I want you, if you're going through something, like that's what I'm here for. But and when I hit you up, you look like, oh, I'm fine, nothing wrong. I go on social media, you got all these subliminal messages about it. You know, I'm looking like my phone ain't adding up to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you just told me, like you were okay, you're fine, we're laughing, LOLing, but yet you're on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like say that social media validation thing, man. I don't get it. Like I got a pet peeve. I'm gonna put this out there too. I can't stand. I think hate is almost the word I'm about to get to. But I'm gonna say I can't stand. This is like total off topic, but I just gotta say that, bro. I cannot stand that WYD.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like it's certain, like I let it slide. Like say if me and you got a relationship, you know, I be like doing stuff. So you be like, yo, what you doing? Like hit me up when you get a minute. So it's not like a WYD. You leave it there. Like
Yeah.
I sometimes you'll hear from people they hit you with a WYD, looking like, what you doing? What you mean? Like, what you just call me? Like, what you like? What is it? How does that's not how you start a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
don't. That really bugs me. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, but
Now
man, I'm
people
telling
got
you,
that shit.
what you doing, like, like nothing. Now I'm taking a piss. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man, yo,
yeah, yeah.
off topic. Yeah, I got one pet peeve too. This happened to me the other day. When you lose something, when you with somebody, you lose something. Then that person asks, "Where did you lose it at?" That shit sends me. I'm sorry, y'all, but yo, that's one thing, yo.
Oh,
I hate that with
oh,
a passion. Yo, where did you lose it at? I'm like, oh my goodness. That's my one biggest thing. I'm sorry. I had to get that out there because it's been irking me for like a couple of weeks now. When he said that, I'm like, all right, yo. That's my biggest thing. I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. I swear. If I
yeah.
lose something, obviously I don't know where I lost it at. Why would you ask me where I lose it at?
Oh man, yeah, that's funny because it's true.
That's my biggest thing. I swear. That right there, I don't care who you are. Yo, that will sit. Yeah, we getting in an argument after that. Yo, I swear, that's my biggest thing. Yo.
Oh, that's hilarious. I can see that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that frustrating. That's a stupid question. Yeah.
Like they said, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Like, that's wrong. I know a stupid question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dumb ones out there. People, yeah, that's funny right there. And like, man, that's funny. And
Yeah,
like and to bring back everything we said full circle.
yeah.
This is how our conversation goes. We'll talk business. We'll laugh about something. And like I said, we got off topic just that fast. Just that
Yep,
just
stop that.
just that fast. But yeah, we know what we was talking about, but we had to break it up. Like, you know what? Let's talk about a pet peeve right quick.
Yeah.
And that's the kind. Yeah, man. That's the kind of relationship you want with those that gonna
Mhm.
support you, man, and that got your back. And like I said, man, that's what you need. That's what we're here for, man. We do this like all day, every day, man. So, because at the end of the day, man, it's like we meet people that got so much going on. We're looking like, all right, cool. And you look at other people, you're looking like, why you ain't doing something? They come up with
Yeah,
50 million excuses, looking like you can let the excuses be the reason you don't,
yeah.
or you can find, the inner strength or whatever you need, the resources, man, to get what you need to get done. Yeah, man, that's what's so important to us, man. 'Cause we talk about it a lot, man. Like when we throw ideas at people or we talk to people about certain things, and they don't understand. I ain't say they don't understand. It's just like it's not their season, I guess, to deal with what we're doing, and that's cool. Like there's a lot of things that we do now, man. Like it's
Yeah.
just me and him. It's just me and him. We just be just kicking out, kicking the can down the street.
All right. Anybody can do. Like you said, we're in two different cities. We hold each other, give each other too many different assignments to do. We doing all this by phone.
Yeah,
We doing all this by phone. Like some people in the same city, same block, same house,
are you good?
and,
Yeah.
and can't do nothing. And we doing all this by phone.
Yeah. Matter of fact, even when I'm home, we're still in two different time zones.
Yep, two different. Like yo, yeah, it's just like don't hold yourself back, man. There's like we're people in our age range are old enough. Your excuses are no more, yo. You either go for it or you don't, or you
Yeah.
continue. Like there's no more excuses. Oh well, I'm gonna wait for this. Understand things, might come slow, but there's no excuse not to do it. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
Mm-mm. That's like, for,
100%.
like for example, this podcast tonight. What time you got?
11:22.
It's 8:24 over here. So we could have came up with an excuse. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna do a podcast tonight because you know what I'm saying, different times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Restraints, different time zones, whatever the case may be. Like, nah, dude. We, you know what? We did one since like June. I think the
Yeah.
last time we had BL on. Like, that's a long time, whatever the case may be. Like, we got people out there watching right now. We had up to four, you know what I'm saying, four people that I can see on my end that were watching. It's like it's 11, in between 8:30 and 11:30. We appreciate you know what I'm saying, taking time out. You know what I'm saying, to come on, listen to what we're saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have access to see who it is. Like I don't have my phone like right now. It's an extra phone. Look on Facebook. But we appreciate you, man. Because at the end of the day, man, even if you listen to us, man, like you said, you going through something today, tomorrow, whenever. Like we are here. Like you're
Yeah.
not alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody lie to you and say, you know what I'm saying, you got to do this by yourself, or you sitting here trying to figure stuff out. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're looking for the answer, and sometimes you can't find it. Sometimes you got to call somebody. They looking like, what did you think about this? That's what you need, that kickstart. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man, like
Yeah.
that's what we're here for, man. Have a good time, man. There's another plane right here. This Southwest taking off.
Yeah.
Right behind, whoever the other plane was. But yeah, like I say, man, it's like you got a lane. You can do anything you want to do. Like, don't let somebody start. I don't care if you want to. Right now, the big crave, as far as like women concerned, is eyelashes. You know what I'm saying, or hair, or makeup, and there can be 50 million people doing makeup. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you can. If that's what you're passionate about,
Yeah.
go do it. You know what I'm saying? You got. Let me see. We got some Maybelline, Sephora. I
That
think her
Kylie
name.
Jenner thing.
Yeah, you can do list. You got all kinds of stuff out there, man. There's one lady I follow on the Instagram. She does a little. It's crazy to me, but it's a thing. She do this like homemade lip injection thing. Right. I say anything I say. I don't know how she came. I don't know how this became a thing for her and whoever follows her, because she got a lot of followers. So I don't know if people are buying this thing and they doing it too. bro, she literally would say that. I've seen her do it on live where she like inject something in her lip. You know what I'm saying? It bleed a little bit. I'm like, what? And she said that, and she inject both her lips, bro. I'm looking like,
Yeah, I'll have to see this, yeah.
yeah. I see the link, bro. I'm looking like, this
That's
is crazy, man. But yeah, but like I said, people doing all kinds of stuff out here, man. Don't let nobody tell you no. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just stop with excuses, man. Like I said, things gonna happen, man. Like Boston said earlier, things some things gonna happen slow.
yeah.
And that's cool. It's a learning process. So as Boston and I are doing certain things, and as we're learning, we willing to share what we learn with other people for free. Like we ain't about to charge you for the stuff we learn for what? Like
Yeah,
we want to see you win.
yeah,
We,
that's a big thing. We want to see everybody win.
yeah, man, that pie big enough for everybody.
Yep, it is. But some people just want the whole pie. They don't want to share it. Like
Uh,
I used to be like that, but you know what I'm saying? Since me and Jordan started all this, I want to see all my team win. You know what I'm saying? It's like he said, I've been inviting people. Like usually, like he said, usually I'm the impatient one, but yeah, I just want to see people win because I found something like I'm passionate about, and I just want to bring people on, start on the ground level, and build it up, so you can be, you know what I'm saying, happy with the success, something you built. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But hey, things things happen. You know what I'm saying? But
uh, People content, man, with what they got going on.
yeah,
I think it's I get it, the fear of the unknown. I get it. I get it. But just like this right here, I'm gonna tell you this before we hop off. This is how my brain works. Whenever you're getting ready to sit down, the human brain and 99.9% of people don't reach back and touch the chair before they sit down. They assume they have the faith that chair gonna hold them up.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just like you believe that chair gonna hold you up, believe that's how your goal was gonna come to pass, and you're gonna do the things you want to do. Just you believe, no matter what chair. Now it's probably starting tomorrow. When you start sitting
yeah.
down, you can start looking at that chair differently. But your faith is your brain has told you, because not once have it happened to somebody you or somebody you know close to, that you can watch on YouTube, watch on TikTok. That's anyway, that the chair can fall, and it can. But
Yes,
in your mind, you don't think twice about it. You just believe that chair is gonna hold you up.
exactly.
Just like you believe that chair gonna hold you up. Believe your goals gonna come to pass. Believe you can do anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just what's stopping you? You know what I'm saying? Like just like you believe in that chair. Just like you believe. Matter of fact, just like you believe when you press that power button, on your phone, is it gonna turn on? Like let that phone not turn on. You lose your mind. You know what I'm
For
saying? But
real.
you gonna do but you gonna but you're gonna do everything you can in your power to get that phone back on. You're
Yep.
gonna try to see. You're gonna see something wrong with the charger. You're gonna see something wrong with the port. And then next thing you know, either you're gonna you fix it, or you're going to somebody place in the mall or shopping plaza, get your phone fixed because it's not working properly. It's
Same.
not like you gonna now unless you like me whose phone can die, don't think twice about it. It's up, everybody can't do that. Man, your phone die, like it's not important to me.
Yeah.
I let my phone die. It's not important to me. Like I got other things more important. Just like that phone is important to you, though. Just like you want to make sure it's on, want to make sure it's charged. Just like you make sure that phone is on, make sure you writing down your goals. Make sure you are preparing what you need to do. Because Jordan, you smart boy. Just like you charge that phone at night for it to be prepared tomorrow, because it
Yeah.
didn't do what it needed to do today. So
Yeah.
you didn't use it for the day, so you want to make sure it's prepared tomorrow. So just like you preparing that phone for tomorrow, prepare your goals for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Just like the thing need to charge. You know what I'm saying? Write your notes stuff. It's so like I'm saying, like there are so many ways to get what you need to get done. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They're like, oh, there's no stopping you, man. There isn't. Only way you can stop you is you.
Yeah. That's right.
That's it, man. So what's that boy name? What's that rap group? Uh like for me and Boss, we kind of be like two members of the what's that group called Migos. That's Migos?
Oh yeah, the Migos.
What's that one quiet one name? It's the one
Oh,
that's really don't talk a whole lot.
take off.
Yeah. See, boss is more like Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? When he talks, you're gonna listen. Because they don't talk a whole lot. I'm like one of the other two main characters. I don't know their
Yeah.
names either. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
got this whole
y'all understand. Jordan do most of the talking when we start getting further out. Yeah, Jordan
yeah,
be doing most of the talking.
yeah, yeah. That's how this thing works. What's one of the other dudes' name in the part of the group?
There's Takeoff, Offset, and Quavo.
Yeah, I'm like one of those two dudes. Whoever which one to do the most talking.
Quavo. He's like the
Yeah.
lead singer.
So so we like Quavo on what's the name? Quavo like Quavo and Takeoff. That's what this is right here. You know what I'm saying? But we both know we got our lane. So whenever Boston does talk, I tend to listen. Because he just ain't wasting no words. He just he
Yeah.
just not. Yeah. You can get fooled by me because I like to laugh and joke, but when where you at? Over there when Boston gets talking, I tend to listen.
Yeah, he'll do most of the talking, even at
Yeah.
meetings and stuff. When if we're conducting a meeting with you guys, you'll notice Jordan do most of the talking. I might throw a little thing here and there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Bad. It works like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, but we got a relationship with one another. We don't we co-sign on stuff. Like I don't like stuff that we got to sign off on. Like somebody call and they need something, they want to do something. Like we got to sign off on something. Oh, and let me call Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't just because you talk to me, I can talk to you till you blue in the face. But ain't nothing getting done until we talk to Boston. It's just that simple. So if he don't like the idea, if he think it's stupid, or he just, you know what I'm saying, if he got something to say about it, I need his opinion. I
yeah,
need his thoughts because I value him just that much. So you can come talk to me all day because I'm gonna be the one. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Hold on, let's call Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to talk to him real quick.
yeah,
Well, I thought you'd be able to. No, because
yeah.
we're in this together. There's no we both 50-50 with this thing.
And that's vice versa with me. Don't think you're just gonna get over with me. Well, yeah, that sounds good, but did you run this shit by Jordan? No. All right, let's call him. Sounds good to me, but yeah, let's go. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
Don't think you just gonna. Oh, I can just sneak it with him or him. Nah. It's either we gonna do it in front of you, or we gonna do it when you leave the room. But yeah,
yeah,
the other person's getting called.
yeah. We're gonna talk about this thing. Just that simple.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how you gotta have somebody like that, Joe. I'm telling you, it's a lot smoother. Yo. I'm telling you, the ideas we have, people's gonna benefit from it, have fun with it. But this is what we doing, yo.
Yeah,
And it's gonna take off and stuff. But
yeah.
man, I just can't wait.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do. So I appreciate you guys. Listen to us, man. Well, on like tomorrow night, it may not. I ain't gonna say it may not. It will not be as.
Educational
Yeah.
or positive.
Yeah. We may cover some different topics. You know what I'm saying? Of Yeah. You know what I'm saying. So get your popcorn ready. Yeah. We
Yeah. Oh yeah, we gonna be on tomorrow because we
Yeah.
owe you guys a lot, man. Trust me. Like I said, we've been working on things, brainstorming things. So I mean, our podcast is real important. This is like our foundation, but we had to kind of put it on the back burner for a little bit so we can get up and things running. But yeah, we're gonna be back on it, yo. So we gotta give you one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We definitely
Yeah.
gonna give you one tomorrow, man. I know I've been getting a lot of requests, like, yo, what's the wild one there? But yeah, it's gonna come tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like
There may be a couple topics in there that we don't want to offend nobody. We, we're just talking.
yeah, we just talking, having a good
Yeah.
time with it.
We're just trying to get an understanding. That's all. And yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be a couple topics tomorrow. Like we ain't trying to step on nobody's toes or make nobody mad. We just
Right.
these are things that we talked about in briefing, like briefly, and we never really just dove into it. So I kind of just jotted them down. Like, that's an interesting topic for a podcast. That's one thing we don't plan for the podcast. We just shoot for the hip. Like we don't do no editing. Like we misspoken words. Ain't no editing with this. Like it is what it is. Like we human. Like
Yeah, we
we
always
ain't supposed to-
advise you. You got
yeah,
something to say? It's going on some platforms, so you
yeah,
might want to change the name or don't say it 'Cause we don't edit over here.
Yeah, none at all. Yeah. But man, it be easy, man. We log off this thing, man. The pool closed at 10, so I may go dive in the pool for a minute.
Oh,
Can't say swim, 'cause I ain't no swimmer like that, but I dive in that thing.
oh, please don't drown, because as long as you're safe, I probably will laugh though. Why you jumping in and you can't swim? I can't say no. I can't swim either. Well, I can swim enough to save my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't save nobody else's life. But, you know what I'm saying? I can save my life.
I feel you. I feel you. What?
All right,
What do you
so,
think?
man,
I'll holler at you in a minute.
all right.
All right.